The pilot secretly poured a bottle of liquor into his orange juice, but no one noticed. The captain skillfully disposed of the bottle, finished the spiked orange juice in one gulp, and then went back to the cockpit to sleep soundly. The new co-pilot was stunned, but the chief flight attendant calmly stated, this isn't his first time. However, an accident occurred just as they were preparing to land. The plane's elevator suddenly malfunctioned, and the violent turbulence panicked the passengers. The recently awakened pilot remained very calm. He first instructed the chief flight attendant to tell the passengers to fasten their seatbelts, and then he took over the controls. The pilot realized the plane had suddenly lost control and was plummeting straight down. He quickly notified the control tower to declare an emergency, then dumped the fuel to reduce weight. He told the co-pilot to lower the landing gear and prepare for an emergency landing. At this point, the plane was still rapidly descending, and the buildings on the ground were clearly visible. To avoid a densely populated area, the pilot made a bold decision. He was going to fly the plane upside down. With the cooperation of the co-pilot and the chief flight attendant, the plane actually flipped over and successfully stopped its descent. But just then, a boy who hadn't fastened his seatbelt fell out of his seat. A flight attendant immediately rushed to the rescue. After lifting the little boy back into his seat and securing his seatbelt, she unfortunately fell and hit her head, knocking herself out. However, the crisis was not yet over. The plane had stopped descending, but it had no fuel left to reach the airport. Compounding this with engine failure, the pilot quickly chose to make an emergency landing in an open field nearby. Watching the houses ahead, the pilot managed to dodge most of them, but still accidentally clipped a corner. Fortunately, the plane landed successfully. Although the pilot successfully saved everyone, his drunk driving still resulted in him receiving a penalty.